What's up YouTube, Capital G here. The new jump was released in Japan, and with that we've got a bunch of information to talk about, especially some new cards from Shining Victories that have been revealed in said V-Jump. Now this is the first time ever that I have actually been up to date with either the dual terminal storyline or the actual anime as products are kind of coming out. I don't even want to say that I'm up to date because Arc V is about to hit like episode 90, they're like in the early 90s, somewhere around that, and I'm about to hit 60, so I'm only like 30 episodes behind, but I'm still like most of these characters I know who they are. I don't have to guess and be like, oh well, what the heck does this person do, and what's, I'm actually seeing cards on the show that have not been released yet. I'm like, oh man, that card seems pretty good. And I think that this set's name, Shining Victories, I think that it's supposed to correlate with Serena, one of the characters from Arc V. She's from the Fusion Dimension. She plays the Moonlight Cat Dancer archetype. I think, Shining Victories, shine like the moonlight. I mean, maybe I could be reaching there, but I think that that's what it's supposed to be. So anyways, first card up is Moonlight Leo Dancer. That freaking stat line, though, wow, that is a big ass fusion. And from what I've seen on the show, I haven't seen this card be summoned yet, but like the way that the Moonlight Cat Dancers kind of plays is kind of like a planned OTK deck. Like the main one that she summons, the chick, that card can attack like a ton of times, and it gets, it gets 100. It can attack every monster twice, and it gets like 100 extra damage or something like that. You have to tribute it to get the effect, but to be honest, she OTKs a lot on the show. Like all the duels where she plays, she usually does a ton of battle damage with her fusions. So 3500 is pretty insane. This is level 10. It's a Beast Warrior. I think that all of the Moonlight monsters, I think they're all Beast Warrior, which is pretty cool. I mean, run Tenki in the deck, I guess. This requires a Moonlight Panther Dancer plus 2 Moonlight monsters. So, you gotta go all in with this card because it requires 3 monsters. Must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. Cannot be special summoned by any other ways. Damn, that kind of sucks when if it dies, then you can't bring it back with Soul Charge or Call of the Haunted or anything like that. But let's see. Effect number 1, cannot be targeted by or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, I like it. Okay, I like it. So wow, it's basically it's like just off that, even if this card had no more effects, I would already like this card. Yes, I do understand people are gonna be like, oh Cat, what about Trishula, what about Ignister? I get that, but I mean, this plus a Veiler, like, have fucking fun not killing it. You see how much people struggle to kill freaking Dart Destroyer, and you can destroy that with them. You can Regeki that shit. You can't even Regeki this. You can't, you can't do much. I mean, I guess Stormy Mirror Force, and that's it. Effect number 2, this card can make a second attack each battle phase. 3500 attack, why not, right? Because it's like a 1 card OTK. Effect number 3, once per turn at the end of the damage step, in which this card attacked a monster, you can destroy all special summon monsters your opponent controls. This card is fucking nuts. Holy crap. I mean, don't get me wrong. You have to invest a lot into this, but this card is fucking, I swear to goodness, if she summoned this card and she somehow lost, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I know that she just dueled in the show. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, if you have this plus an effect Veiler, I don't see any situation where you should lose, because if you look at the format the way it is, and yes, it'll be a little different, people don't run that many ways of getting a card like this off the board. It's a Beast Warrior. There's no contact fusing with like Chimera. I mean, basically each deck has maybe, like you might be having like Utopic Future, or you may have Tiramisu or something like that, some type of non-targeting removal Stormy Mirror Force. But I mean, you can't torrential this, you can't use Solemn Notice on it because it can't be destroyed by effects. This card is amazing. Like, unless the rest of the entire Moonlight archetype is garbage, man, it makes me want to run this deck just to summon this card. See, why couldn't Melodious be good like this? Why does Yuzu's twin from the Fusion Dimension have to have all the good shit? Why couldn't Melodious be good like this? Next up, okay, I know this one. This is the one she uses all the time on the show. So I guess all the Moonlights are dark, okay, because we don't have enough dark support in Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. This is the Moonlight Blue Cat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she uses this one all the time. This is a Dark Beast Warrior. You can only use the one effect once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can target one Moonlight card, or excuse me, one Moonlight monster you control, except itself. The attack becomes double the original attack until the end of the turn. That's right. This is the card that she uses to pull off all of the nutty OT carries. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, this is a planned OTK deck, because let's just say hypothetically, you get this and it's 3,500 attack, and then you somehow summon this, and then you like tribute it. You do realize that this guy will be 7,000 attack and be able to attack twice and not be able to be targeted or destroyed by anything. Like, god damn, that's just good. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah, this is the card that she uses like every duel to pull off all her crazy OTKs, because she summons the other fusion, and then she always tributes this to make the attack go double, and that's how she does a ton of damage. Effect number 2, if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can special a Moonlight monster from your deck. Whoa, adjusted the power creep much? Wow, I like that, and it's an if effect, cannot miss timing. Dude, I'm kind of liking this archetype. Even if it's just fun, this is like some shit I want to play on stream, or I definitely want to pick up. We have Speedroids. You guys know I'm pretty apathetic towards Speedroids. I mean, they're Yugo's thing. All right, so this is Speedroid Dayton Taiku. It's a wind machine tuner, level 3, 1,000 stat line. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. You can banish this card from the graveyard, special one Speedroid tuner from your hand or the graveyard. Graveyard is good, except itself. This is not bad. It's like Plague Spreader, just like on crack, basically. I assume that this is the way that he made Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. If not, it seems like it could definitely help you make that card a lot easier. This card seems pretty good for Speedroids. I just don't think Speedroids are super great. This is Speedroid Patchingo Cart. What type of name is that? What are Speedroids anyway? Like, I just don't even understand what they are. They're not a visually appealing archetype too. Like, I'm not trying to be a Speedroid hater, but like, they're just not very appealing. Like, the art and stuff, like, they're just like random robots and shit like that. But not even like cool looking random robots like Infernoids or Morphotronics or anything like that, or Geargia. All right, it's wind, because all Speedroids are wind, just like the legendary or the big ass dragons that Yugo summons. And so let's see. Is that a level 4, 18, 10? So it's a pretty good stat line. Once per turn, you can discard one machine, then target one monster on the field and destroy it. It's not bad. I think Speedroids are all machines, right? Yeah, that's actually not bad, especially if you combine that with this. It's just a shame that so much of it does target. It's just a shame, yeah. So much stuff in the meta is either like resistant to targeting or resistant to like destruction. So card's good in theory. It's just like, I don't know in practicality if you look at it as useless against Magic Specters, not really good against the spaceships or even the pilots, because you can just banish them, or a lot of the stuff in the meta. Looks like Speedroids HSR, High Speedroid Rider, I think. High Speedroid Rappa. Okay, so High Speedroid Puzzle. I was just trying to figure out what that meant, what that was an abbreviation for. Level 4, it's wind, because all Speedroids are. Let's see, 1,300, 1,600. This has to be a utility thing. Is this thing a tuner? Nah, it's not a tuner. It's just a synchro. It requires one tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters, so it's generic. Effect number 1, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles a special summon monster, you can activate this effect. This card's attack becomes double their original attack. Oh, it becomes 2,600. That's actually not bad at all. Effect number 2, during the end phase, if this card was synchro summoned and sent to the graveyard during this turn, you can target one Speedroid monster in your graveyard except this one, and add that monster to your hand. Damn, if that was a little different, I was gonna say this thing would be so good in Yang Zings, because Yang Zings can actually make they can actually make 4 pretty easily. This is actually pretty good, just because of that special summon effect. If it rams into a special summon monster, it becomes 2,600 attack. Next up, we have some type of dice card. I would just have to guess, and I would guess that this is probably a Speedroid card. Redice roll? Maybe not. It's a trap? Nope, it is. Target one Speedroid tuner in your graveyard, special summon it. Its effects are negated. If you do roll a die, the special summon monster's level becomes the same as the result until the end of the turn. Effect number 2, you can banish this card from your graveyard immediately after this effect resolves. Synchro summon one win monster, one win synchro someone. Hold on. Synchro summon one win synchro monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as synchro material, including a Speedroid tuner. So you synchro. I mean, I guess that this effect isn't bad because, but damn, I don't think this is a quick effect. The effect number 2, effect number 1 is not bad. Although changing the monster's level based on a die doesn't seem very reliable to me. I mean, obviously on the show it probably got the exact level that the character like Yugo needed or something, but in practicality, I would stay far, far away from something like that. Next up, we have something that probably isn't in Shining Victories. This is Revival of Great Dragon R. Is that Felgrand? I feel like that's Felgrand. That is. This is Felgrand, the Great Divine Dragon. I guess Felgrand's an effect monster now. It's a light dragon. Okay. Wait a minute. The original Felgrand isn't actually the dragon. I think the original Felgrand's the knight, right? Yeah, it's not even a dragon. It's actually the knight. Stat line, I think, is... Oh, no. I think its defense is actually higher than Felgrand's. I think Felgrand's 2820 or 2000. This guy is 2828. Good luck running this thing over. Effect number 1, if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target one monster your opponent controls or have in their graveyard, banish it, and if you do, this card gains 100 attack and defense times the banished monster's level or rank. Thank God it works on ranked. Thank God that they realized that like exceeds are a thing now. Don't just restrict things to just level. Okay, it's not a bad effect. Maybe running in Red Eyes decks. Effect number 2. If this card destroys a monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in either player's graveyard except this one. Special summon it to your side of the field. Okay, maybe this might be a Kaiba card. I don't know. Well, because you see the guy is cosplaying as Kaiba. This seems like a really good card for dragon decks of any sort. I mean, yeah, the one effect only works when you special summon it from the graveyard, but I mean, that's why you have things like Red Eyes, Metal Darkness Dragon. All right, effect this, or excuse me, next card. Paladin of Felgrand. Dude, is Felgrand gonna become an archetype? It's got like 4 cards. Maybe it's gonna become its own thing. Okay, so it's a light. I'm just gonna go on a wild guess and say it's a warrior. I'm gonna say 1700 attack. Oh my goodness, Cap's a fucking prophet. And no, I did not look at this before. I just guessed. I was either guessing 17 or 18. I wouldn't have went 16. That's random. Let's see. If this card is normal or special summon, you can equip one level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your hand or deck to this card. I like the deck part. Effect number 2, if this card is equipped by an equip card, it is unaffected by all the monster effects. Oh, okay, so that's similar to like Felgrand, making things unaffected. Effect number 3, you contribute both this card and one monster you control, then target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it, hence being able to special summon this guy. Okay, so I guess Felgrand's an archetype now, guys. Shit. Who would have guessed? Let's see. And yeah, that's all the effects that this guy has. Okay, so you get to equip it. When you equip it, it becomes unaffected by monster effects. And you contribute this and any other monster that you control, and you get monster back from the graveyard. I would assume you want this guy. Next up is some sort of spell. Gospel of Revival. Target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Thank goodness. There you go. See, Konami, that's just practicality right there. You don't even have to jump through hoops to get this motherfucker back. You just get it in the graveyard, then you activate a spell. Bam. You already got the card on the field, and you got it with its effects. That's what I'm talking about. Make shit easy, guys. Effect number 2. If a dragon type monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. Oh my goodness, that is really good, man. It seems like everything activates from the graveyard. This deck might be half decent. It looks like they got another card. This is a continuous. This is just a spell. So it's kind of like a mini Void Seer-ish for the archetype. It's kind of like Premature Burial or Monster Reborn and Void Seer in one card, I guess. This is Ruins of the Great Divine Dragon. Again, we're still with the Felgrand. It's a continuous spell. Effect number 1, if a monster or monsters is special summon except from the graveyard while you control a level 7 or 8 dragon, negate its effect until the end of the turn. That's not, wow, except for, dude, this is really good. It's basically, so if you have a big dragon on the field, I mean, other than the graveyard, it's basically like a fucking skill drain. Okay, I'll take that. Effect number 2, once per turn, you can send one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. Special summon 1 Great Dragon token. It's level 1/0/0. And okay, I mean, I guess that's supposed to work with this. That's about all I can really see so far. Effect number 3, if this card is in the graveyard, you can send 1 level 7 or 8 dragon monster you control or have in your hand to the graveyard to add this card to your hand. That's actually not bad because we've already established that this card can be brought back through, I mean, you can bring it back through this or this. So like having this card in your hand is actually not that, like, it doesn't seem to be that great unless you're playing like trading or some shit. But you might want to be like, you might want to use that discard effect so that you can just summon it back from the graveyard where it gets all of its effects and whatnot. So this is interesting stuff, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm not super interested in Speedroids just because I'm just not interested in Speedroids. But the Moonlight Cat Dancers, these have me intrigued. Like, man, this deck is gonna end up being what Melodious should have been, like, just better. Because I'm sorry, just getting this card, unless this card is fucking impossible to summon, I am willing to invest 4 cards to summon this. Because I feel like if I can get it on board and, you know, like have a Veiler or some breakthrough skills, like, you just can't win. Like, there's nothing in Yu-Gi-Oh right now that is big enough to take this down in battle outside of like Honest or some shit like that. And like the amount of non-targeting shit that we have is just not enough. Most people only get like 1 Ignister per turn or a Trish, and you just save effect failure for that, then you kill it and then just basically win. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always. Oh, and the last thing about this card is, since it can attack twice, your opponent can't really stall. Like, they can't basically just wall up and stall. But anyways, thank you guys for watching as always.